Hi guys, Diecast Empress here, back for another quick Cars review. Now today's Cars review is a little bit different. I bought these two lovely little pitties kind of on a whim. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I do enjoy the movies, but I'm not the biggest fan of the Star Wars franchise. And the only other Star Wars car I own is an unboxed Chick Hicks as Boba Fett. Now I bought Chick Hicks one because I am a bit of a secret Chick Hicks fan. Absolutely love his mold. I think he's hilarious as a character. So I kind of had to get that one. Now the pitties here, no real reason that I wanted these. I kind of just saw them on eBay, thought they looked cool, kind of impulse buys. Bought them literally out of a whim. Now these guys, as far as I'm aware, are the Disney Parks version of the Cars universe. As you can see there, authentic original Disney Parks. Now it does show on the back a few of the other characters you can get. It shows obviously the pitties themselves. It shows you Sarge as Emperor Palpatine. You've got Lightning McQueen as Jedi Luke Skywalker and Tractor as Royal Guard. Now I probably will end up getting a few more of these, maybe some of the Tractors, because I think they look quite cool and I quite like the Tractors, but I don't know how far else I would go in terms of getting other Star Wars cars crossovers. I'm not overly fussed. Now, that does give me amazing ideas for other cars crossovers that we could do. We could really branch out into other movies, especially now that Disney owns so many different franchises. Kind of the sky is the limit in terms of what you could really go for. You're only sort of really hindered by your creativity and either yourself or knowing someone that can make sort of 3D parts for you. Now I feel I'm waffling a bit already and we haven't even got them out. Now we do have Lugray and Wicket. Again, not knowing Star Wars, I have no idea if these two are somewhat important to the Star Wars canon in terms of their names. I just think that might be the names that they've been given here for these characters. But again, I could be entirely wrong. But we're going to crack these two open and have a good look at them. Hopefully not waffling on for too long. Now the difference is, as you can see, between the Star Wars, the Pixar, come on brain, the difference you can see between the Mattel versions of cars and the ones from the Disney Parks is that the Mattel versions don't have a clear back, whereas the Disney Parks ones often do. Now these guys do look amazing in their little shelf here. You do have to use twisty ties to get them off as well, so I'm probably going to do this off camera because it'll be a million times easier. Okay, so I've got them both free. Now I have obviously forgot to mention that these two lovely little guys are based off Ewoks. Now what I am going to do is zoom you guys in a little bit so that you can get a bit of a better view of these two here, because they are unbelievably cute, but also very, very tiny. So we've got Lugray on the left and Wicket on the right. Now they are dressed sort of as Ewoks, so I'll stick a photo of an Ewok up here. This is what the Ewoks look like in Star Wars. They're effectively Care Bears that are no longer sort of have their magic and they look like little crackheads. For those of you that don't know what a Care Bear is, this is a Care Bear. Again, see the comparison? Now these two are tiny. They are very, very small pitties. So in terms of your regular pitty size, we'll go back to classic Octane Game pitty as an example. As you can see, a lot smaller. Even as the next gen pitties, they are tiny. So you've got Jackson Storm's little pitty here. And yeah, these guys are absolutely tiny. They are on sort of the scale of like Guido size. They are miniature pitties, which I really like because it is completely different. Now the only Guido I have able to be grabbed is the Precision Series Guido here with his moving forks. And as you can see, even compared to Guido, they are noticeably small. Now, coming to the actual pitties themselves, little Lugray here has got, let's see if we can get a bit of a better close-up look, has got a beautiful little hat, as you can see, sort of a spearhead hat, beautiful markings down the side, and even got some markings on the tyres, which is ridiculous because of how tiny these pitties are. You can see he's got Lovely, lots of detail, as well as a little wrench. So it's got a wrench on the back and then like a screwdriver head, a flathead screwdriver for the top of his little spear weapon thing, which looks maybe like a halberd or something like that. Now, Wicket is very similar in terms of body shape, almost identical, I would say. And you can see he's got sort of the swirls to show that he's got sort of fur, little cute little ears on top. They both have the cute little ears, beautiful little eyes, and he as well has got the screwdriver flathead sort of wrench. I do absolutely love these guys. I have no idea where they're going to live in my collection. That's another thing. And some of my collection does have a meaning to it. Some of it is just random. So the fact that I've now got to find a home for now 3 Star Wars characters and possibly more at some point. But that's a me problem. Don't you guys worry about that. I think, though, I have waffled on quite enough for talking about Star Wars Pitties. And I will leave you all with that. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks, guys.